Hey everybody, this is Mike with the One Stop Co-op Shop, and we're back with more Cloudspire. And I know what you're thinking, Mike, you've already done this game several times on the channel before. Isn't enough enough? And the answer to that is no. I really like this game, and I just got review copies of the two new factions, the Horizon's Wrath and the Uprising. I polled our patrons for which one they wanted to see, and they picked the Air Pirates, of course. So I'm going to be showing you the first solo scenario for the Horizon's Wrath, doing a full playthrough of it. This is a scenario I played before, back when I did a review for the expansion, but I wasn't allowed to show the play at that point, and they've refined some things and changed some things up, so we'll see how it goes. But I do want to pause quickly and shout out, oh my gosh, the new graphic design. They got some new people on the team, and I don't know if you've seen the old Cloudspire stuff, but this is a billion times more user-friendly. Look at this, it looks better, it's easier to read. Such an improvement. Really makes me excited for things like Burn Cycle and the new version of Hoplomachus, all the chip theory stuff going forward. Now, even though I've shown this game before, some of you might be here for the first time, so I'm going to do a quick overview of how the game plays. Then I'll read some fun flavor text. Feel free to use the timestamps if you want to skip by that. And then we'll get into the actual play. And if you like the content here on the One Stop Co-op Shop, please consider supporting us on Patreon for early access to our videos, picking which games we cover, some other cool perks. We also have a streaming channel with live content. We have a podcast every week. We have an amazing Discord, so many great conversations over there, so lots of ways to come and hang out with us if you'd like. So Cloudspire is kind of a mix of a MOBA game where you have heroes fighting like these mobs of minions and a tower defense game. Each player has a faction. In this case, I'm controlling the Air Pirates, Horizon's Wrath, one of the new ones. And they have a unique set of heroes and units they can control, mechanics entirely unique to them. And the general gist of the game is you'll recruit these units and also build towers around the map. You see I have some to start with in this scenario. And they'll, over the course of several waves, head down these paths in order to reach the towers and fortress of their opponent. In this case, it's the Airs, which is kind of a bird-based flying faction. And they'll be doing the same to you, and you're trying to beat them over the course of these waves as you get more and more units in each wave, more and more towers, and things get crazier and crazier. And each unit has the same general statistics, the amount of health and how much damage they can take, how much damage they deal. There is no randomness for unit attacks, only for tower attacks, how far they can move, what their terrain movement type is, how many command points it costs to recruit them, how much source they're worth, which is kind of like this catch-all resource if you destroy them, and then any keywords they might have that give them special powers. That's kind of the basic idea of the game, but for solo you have these very specific scenarios with things often already set up for you. And you also have specific units coming out in each wave for the AI that you have to fight against. And the big thing is, instead of this being a free-for-all combat, both solo and co-op is scenario and objective-based. You have to try to achieve very specific things to win. And we'll keep it there, short and sweet. I'll go over the key specifics of the game as they become pertinent to the play. But for now, let's turn on narration mode, or if you want, use the timestamp and skip to where I actually start playing the game. Seeking source supplies that would power their airship for years, the Horizon's Wrath embarked on a series of raids on the Joyland Islands of Ankar. However, their first sortie against the Airs did not have a good beginning. The crews of the Wrath's new spire ships were still uncertain at the wheel, and many of them were grounded when the ships landed. They could still fire, but they couldn't take off again. Meanwhile, a contingent of Wrath foot soldiers made their way toward a source storehouse near the Air capital. Not wanting the Airs to salvage their technology after they pulled anchor, the Horizon's Wrath decided to destroy their own spire boats. They'd have to split the focus between blasting their own ships, stealing the source, and putting the pressure on the main air military force. And if you heard the flavor text, it goes right into the objectives for this scenario. So I can complete any one of these three and also avoid a loss, which in this case means not letting the Airs blow up my fortress. And that'll be counted as a victory, but of course I want to try to get as many as I can. So the first two deal with destroying the air fortress, just overcoming them entirely. So first of all, they want me to destroy it with a cannonball. That's something unique to the Horizon's Wrath. They can shoot cannons from their boat to their ship, because their fortress is not a fortress, it's a flying ship. Secondly, they want me to destroy the air fortress gate while there are no spires in play. We'll get to that in a second. And then finally, separately, they want me to get these 5 source capsules and bring them back to my fortress. So to talk about the cannons first, the Horizon's Wrath has 2 different upgrades that allow them to shoot cannons. The flank cannons let me shoot from either of these 2 spots just in a straight line, basically hitting the first thing that we come to. And the core cannons let me shoot from these 2 spots. And if you're wondering, this flank cannon is the one that would have a straight line to the Air's fortress gate if there weren't my own towers and their towers in the way. Now to get cannons, I have to spend my source, which I'm mainly going to get from blowing up enemy units. I get 1 cannonball for every 2 source I spend during the build phase before we actually fight in a given round, and then I can use them at the beginning or end of my turn to shoot a single tower die worth of damage, which is usually going to be 1, but might be 2 or 0. But the scenario also mentioned destroying their gate when all of the spires are gone. And in this case, I've got 4 decent spires on the board, but as the flavor text mentioned, they don't want to leave their ships for the enemies to salvage. So this scenario has a special rule. Normally you can't attack yourself. That my heroes specifically, not my minions, you have both heroes and minions in the game, my heroes can attack these spires, but I don't get any rewards for destroying them. I can also shoot cannonballs at my own guys if it really comes down to it. But let's not forget the heirs and their spires. They've got a decently powerful minaret spire here. They've got a also powerful regal lookout spire here, and a crazy hero on top of it who is given ranged attack just for this battle and can't move off of here, so I want to kill him as quickly as I can. And they've even got 2 spires on their fortress itself. And by the way, notice that the fortress gate right here is straight in line with this hero and this tower, so I can't shoot a cannonball at that thing to get that victory condition until I blow up this thing entirely. And then finally, my last task, just so many fun things they've given me to do. This pile of blue units over here represents the source capsules we're trying to capture. My heroes only, if they end a turn adjacent to them and don't attack, they can pick up 1 or more, but each one lowers their movement stat. And none of my heroes move more than 3, so the most they could carry while still being somewhat mobile is 2 at a time, and there are 5 of these. And I have to bring them back to my fortress, which means either trucking my way all the way back there, or something unique to the Horizon's Wrath are these lifeboat spires. If a hero moves onto them, the spire goes away, so these are easy ones for me to destroy, and it immediately returns me to the fortress. So I won't be able to fight for the rest of that wave, but I'll be able to carry these things back. So I'm thinking, at some point at least, I'll grab 2 of these and make the little quick step over to that spire. So those are the forces arrayed against me. Let's get into the actual gameplay. We always start with an event phase, which in solo and co-op, you just roll an event to die. And in this case, on a 1 or 2, I get a free cannonball, but they also get a free fortress gate health upgrade, although it can only go up to 10, so I'd love to roll that the first turn when they're already at full health. 3 and 4 gives me a free cannon to shoot at one of my own spires. And 5 to 6 is kind of the wah-wah totally bad result, where Keem, the bird sitting on top of that spire, gets a free range upgrade. It can shoot even further away. Don't want that. So we're basically hoping not a 5 and a 6. Okay, free cannonball, and the fortress for the heirs would get a health upgrade, but they can't because they're already max. And this just serves as a marker die. Boom, we got 1 cannon. Okay, next we go into the market phase and the build phase. Market phase for this entire scenario is skipped, which certainly simplifies things a bit. And build phase, we get a bonus, the same thing every time. You may add an upgrade of your choice at no cost to one of your spires, ignoring upgrade capacity. Now, of course, as you can see, this is a bit of a double-edged sword, because every upgrade we add to them makes them tougher to kill later on. But in this case, I think it'd be fine to add like another attack upgrade to my lifeboat, because I can just move on to that with those source capsules and get rid of it automatically. And if you haven't seen the game before, there are 3 types of upgrades that go under spires. Each of these sword attack upgrades gives it 1 die to roll to shoot at units, so without any of these they can't attack at all. Each range upgrade lets them shoot 1 hex further away. They have an inherent 1 range, so they can shoot adjacent, and then green gives them extra. And these yellow fortification chips are just tougher to defeat, so it makes it harder for the spires to be taken out. And yeah, for now, let's go with a second attack upgrade. It does have to go on the bottom, which means it's not protected by the fortification, but that's okay. And now we have the fun of building our force with 5 command points, and the heirs will have 2 upgraded Harriers and a Joust. Upgraded Harriers move super quickly, have a reasonable attack stat, very easy to kill though, and their big thing is they have quick strike, so if they get adjacent to a spire, they can attack it before it shoots them. And Jousts also have quick strike, they're a lot slower but have a bit more health. And in Cloudspire, you build a stack of units with their indicated health underneath each of them. They all go on the fortress gate, and then once the onslaught starts, they'll start moving out one by one. Now, how about our piratical friends? What do they look like? So our starting hero, who is free, 0 CP, is Mistbane. He's the only one we can bring out in Wave 1. He's pretty fast, but not a great fighter. But he does have the Swashbuckler talent. When he attacks, for every unit adjacent to him, he can get +1 damage. And sorry, I should say opposing unit, not my friends. But then if I do that, I don't get a reward for killing them. So it lets him do a bunch more damage than his basic one, but at the cost of some upgrading potential later. Then going to my regular units, I've got the Swabby. When they die, it lets me promote one of my other units, so they're kind of inspired by the Swabby's sacrifice, and they're free, by the way. And promoting unit, if you haven't seen the game before, this literally means flipping them over to their star side, and they usually have better stats or better keywords or whatever. But when you do that, if you don't have 2 source to spend on them, they are out of the game forever, so you don't want to let them die unless you're ready to spend for them. Then I've got a Glider, which is a flying unit with a little bit of range, but they have this breakneck keyword where they just have to rush toward the enemy fortress as quickly as possible, like with no tactics whatsoever, so they're a little hit or miss. Powder Monkeys, pretty good at combat, and then when they die, they explode, so hopefully next to a lot of your enemies and not your allies. Buccaneers have Hunter, which means they deal with landmarks, these kind of neutral units on the board better, and get you some early source. Gunners are one of my only consistent air defense units, clearly very important against these flying birdies. Corsairs are interesting. They can capture enemy units so they can't be used anymore, which is pretty huge in the solo mode because sometimes it allows you to kind of shut down one of their units entirely. And they also have this riposte ability where they can not really get hurt in some cases. Lifeboats already talked about rescuing heroes. I can't build shadow skiffs yet. I need an upgrade for them. Air clippers have air defense, and gunboats are very powerful spires, but they only shoot in a single direction. Although, honestly, I don't see myself building almost any spires in this scenario since I just have to destroy them afterwards. And yeah, figuring out my first wave, I think my spires will pretty easily take care of most of the enemies on their own, and I don't need to start destroying them right away. So the main thing I'm looking to accomplish is to get some damage dealt to their spires, which actually means I would love to move slowly so that my units don't kind of outpace the enemies, let them come, get blown up by my weapons, and then I can kind of clean up the pieces over here. So crazy as it might be, I think I'm just going to take a Corsair for all 5 of my command points because he's very survivable and he has 2 damage, which will be enough to get through the fortification chips underneath each of these spires. Although actually, I guess this one doesn't have it, it just has a range. Ooh, if I can hit this spire and get rid of its 1 range chip, it'll only have adjacent damage. So those would all be beautiful things, but we'll see what happens. And for the first wave, the airs will go first, which gives us a nice chance to show how the game works and how the AI moves. So Keem, their hero, is basically just stuck as a heroic tower himself. He'll just be shooting with range attacks. And the scenario gives him a free range 1 attack, which means with this green chip underneath him, he can shoot 2 away. But we're not going to worry about him, we're just going to activate these guys. So the Harrier's on top, first to move, he has 4 movement. And what the AI wants to do is get as far towards my fortress as possible and use all of their movement if they possibly can. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4, they can only go on path hexes unless otherwise indicated, which for regular units is usually all they can do. It really takes heroes to go on other terrain types. But that's furthest he can get. This guy could go 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4. He doesn't want to use all his movement, but either way he ends up there. Then the Joust only has a 2 movement value, so 1, 2 is as far as he can get. Now as for my units, I put a Mistbane on top. And unlike minions, especially AI minions, heroes can go wherever the heck they want, and in his case, he has a grass-based movement. So he can go onto the plain here, he can go on the paths, but he can't go on the water, he can't go to the forest, which means he can't get over here to actually reach that lifeboat yet. I'll need a different hero to do that. So for now, I'll put him in a position to help defeat the bird units coming. He'll go 1, 2, 3. Now, human minions are a little different than the AI. They still have to use all their movement if they can, but they only have to make at least 1 space of progress. So, as an example, I could go with this guy's 2 movement, 1, 2. I haven't gone the closest I could have gotten along the way towards their fortress, but I have gotten closer than I was. I have made progress, and I've used my full movement. But in this case, I might need him to kill some of those birds, so we'll do that. Now, there are other steps to an onslaught turn. For example, we can explore these landmark chips that might have things to help us or attack us. But those have not become relevant yet, so we'll talk about them when they do. For now, we're going to have this Harrier move. The AI and the human always has to start with the closest units to the fortress they're going toward. And 1, 2, 3, 4. He wants to go here next to the lifeboat, which he's going to attack with his quick strike before he can strike back at him. Next one also goes 1, 2, 3, 4, not in range of anything. And our slow friend, the Joust, goes 2. Alright, normally Spire attack would come before their attack, but again, with Quick Strike, he'll hit the lifeboat. Now, he does have a 2 attack stat, but any attack on a Spire will only take away the bottommost chip, and it needs to be a 2 damage attack to take away one of the yellow fortification ones, or it just kind of plinks off. So he will remove the attack one that I just placed there, but hey, it kept it from getting more hurt. But now my Spires do get to shoot. So both this one and this one have range on both these guys. They've got their one inherent range, plus they each have one green chip. And they both have one attack chip. So I could do like 2 1-die attacks on this guy. I could do 1 die on this guy, 1 die on this guy. I can choose the order. Let's see how we do. Now my hero will be able to run up and hit this guy in a second. So let's have the air clipper shoot at the Harrier first. Oh no, he did no damage? All right, and then we'll have the lifeboat shoot at the same guy. Come on. Oh, there we go. 2 damage. By the way, there is 1 blank side, 1 2 side. All the rest are 1. So those were some unlikely rolls there. But this guy is straight up defeated. And that means that we get 1 source on our fortress. And that can be spent, as I previously mentioned, to buy cannonballs. I can upgrade my fortress with cool new things. And I can even build new spires and upgrade them. Although, as already mentioned, that's not going to be happening. So that's it for the AI. I could have the Corsair go before or after my hero, but I'd like him to move up. And he's going to use Swashbuckling, even though he won't get to level up. Normally when you defeat an enemy, you get to level up your hero. And I also won't get the 1 source. But he'll kill this guy straight up without us taking any damage. So, boom. And just to explain further, he normally does 1 damage. With Swashbuckler, he does 1 extra for each opposing unit next to him. The Harrier only has 2 life. Done. Okay, and then my Corsair is coming over. Yeah, I don't think I need to slow play him. The Joust is taking his time anyway. And by the way, I could have Mistbane explore this landmark, but I don't think I want to yet when he was already fighting somebody else. Now, this coming turn with the Joust taking his time, I might explore because the Corsair and Mistbane could gang up on it. I'll probably also have him grab at least 1 of these little source capsules and start heading back to base with it. All right, back to the Joust. Fairly boring turn, and he's not quite in range of either of my Spires, although he will reach the lifeboat one in a second. And for me, we'll have him go here. I think he will grab 1 of these, although realistically, is he going to have time to get it back to base? Maybe not. But I don't want to have him jump on my lifeboat yet because it's a good defensive thing for a while. And Corsair, 1, 2. Alright, before attacking, we will explore this landmark. It's a bounty hunter with 4 life. 2 movement only matters if you have a faction that can recruit him, which I don't. But he's worth 3 source, that's not bad. So now there's a little interesting tactical dilemma. I could have Mistbane use Swashbuckler, attack for 2 instead of 1, but then this guy would hit him back for 2 damage and be almost dead. But then my Corsair would kill him straight up, and I would still get the 3 source. Because if I did it the other way around, had the Corsair do 2 damage, and then Mistbane use Swashbuckler, the use of Swashbuckler would take away the reward entirely. Or I could even have the Corsair go first, Mistbane not use Swashbuckler, leave the guy with 1 health, and then kill him to level up the next turn. I guess the big question is, what do I want to happen with the Joust? Because he's going to come running in here, and if the Corsair is down to 2 life, he'll just kill him. Whereas if he's not, he'll prefer to attack the Spire and hurt it. So yeah, even though it's going to mess up my hero's life, I'm going to have him use Swashbuckler. He'll attack first. 2 damage from that guy, 2 damage from my hero. And then the Corsairs will finish him off, getting me that 3 source. And all the landmarks reveal source wells, which is where you can build new spires, but again, I don't think I'm doing that. And anyway, here comes my friend the Joust. So enemies have this priority of attacking. They basically want to attack heroes, and then spires, and then minions, but they want to attack something they can destroy before they attack something they can just wound. So in this case, they'll take away the fortification chip on the lifeboat instead of attacking the Corsair because they can't kill him. And he got to attack first because of Quick Strike, but now both of my spires have to shoot at him. Don't even have the choice not to. Oh, no! Don't kill him! Ah, man. Well, he's dead. I do get his 2 source. That part's good. Oh, the reason I was about to say that I was upset is because once all of the units on one side are defeated, the heroes on the other side go into what's called campfire mode, and they can't do anything anymore. But Keem is definitely still a unit, whether he's moving or not. So I think that if I slow play my Corsair and don't let him get killed too quickly, I can try to rush Mistbane back. Because if he gets back to the fortress, he'll drop off this 1 source capsule and he'll heal fully. Whereas if I don't get him back, he'll just be this like little sitting duck here in the second wave, kind of wasting my time. So to that end, let's move the Corsair 1, 2. He's still gotten closer. And then Mistbane can only move 2 with his little relic. There he goes. And the AI isn't moving at all, so we'll just come right back to our turn. Now, this time I am going to be in range of that Spire. Oh well. But Mistbane is getting really close to stay alive, dude. And this is going to be really important. Can the Corsair not take too much damage? 1 out of 4 is fine. He's still fighting. And you will notice there are other landmarks I could explore, but that's always optional. Whereas if I flipped it and it was an enemy, my minions cannot choose not to attack. They always rush in, whereas heroes can choose to attack or not. So I don't want to explore this. But he'll go, look, 1, 2, he's still gotten closer, but he's out of range of this 2-range Death Tower here, and Keem with his 2 range, so only the Minaret can shoot at him. And it again does 1, so he's got 2 life left, still kicking. And yes, it's going to work out. Mistbane will be here, which means next turn he will make it into the fortress. Nice. And let's not forget our attacking phase. He'll take out the fortification on the minaret. Not too bad. And Keem, being a hero, would actually attack on the AI turn, not on mine, whereas the spires are kind of more reactionary, so he can't attack yet. So finally, I'm sure I'll die, but let's take the chance that I can hurt Keem for 2 or hit this Spire's range chip away and see what happens here. But Mistbane gets back in. We've got 1 of our 5 source capsules, and he's going to heal back up to his full 3 health. Awesome. And how good are my Corsair's chances? Well, the Spire here has 2 attack, and this one has 1. So he has to take 1 damage on 3 dice. Yeah, probably not. No, I was close, but no, he's dead. And the AI never gets or tracks source, so he's just gone. And that is the immediate end of the wave. Heroes cannot keep the wave going. Only if there are minions alive does it happen. So we're 1/4 of the way done. We have another event phase, still hoping to avoid that 5 or 6. Nice. What was that one? That was a free cannonball against one of our own towers. Well, let's see. I'm pretty sure I can get to that lifeboat to get rid of it, so I guess we'll shoot at the air clipper, although it is defending me. Yeah, I'll shoot at the lifeboat and trust at the enemy. Oh, wouldn't have mattered anyway. And we once again skip the market phase, get no extra source. We're going to get to upgrade a Spire if we want to, and this time we'll have 7 command points, but they'll have 2 upgraded Harriers and 2 upgraded Jousts. That's pretty nasty. So let's see. For the free upgrade, I think I'll give this lifeboat one a range upgrade, keep them alive a little bit longer, and hopefully they'll be able to get more hits on the enemy. And extra fun with the upgraded Joust, they're faster now, they have 1 more life, and they have 2 new keywords. Eager means that if they attack a unit, they'll switch places with it, so they just kind of like rush forward and get past people. And Fury Strike means when they attack, they hit every unit around them, so nasty stuff there. And as for me and my 7 command points, I'm going to do what could be a huge mistake and get a second hero, my most expensive one. You can only have 2 heroes out at a time. So this is Captain Tinbeard. He's got a ton of life, not much damage. He does have 2 dots here, which means every time he defeats somebody, he gets an upgrade, so he can like upgrade his damage, for example, up to 2 times. He has mountain movement, which lets him get to all the places my other guy couldn't. But here's the big thing. He has the Pistolier keyword. He can attack somebody at 2 range. That flips him, and if he has an upgrade, he loses 1. But then he gets to his other side that has a 2 damage value, and he can use Pistolier to flip back. So you can just keep on kind of getting 1 and then 2 damage, losing his upgrades. And morale means whenever he kills a guy, if I bought my morale die fortress upgrade, which I'm about to do, it ticks up 1. And this lets me spend this for extra command points in future waves. So this gets extra units on the board. So I have to be careful. I don't want this guy to get hurt and or killed because heroes never come back if they die. But having 2 heroes instead of 1 should make it much easier to start getting more of these things. And I think with him having range and none of the enemies having it, I should be able to plink them for some pretty good damage and hopefully keep him out of harm's way for the most part. And by the way, Mistbane is back. Any heroes that make it back to your fortress can be redeployed. Alright, and I'm first this time. Pistolier can't be used on Spires, so I can't have Captain Tinbeard attack my own Spires just to flip him. And, yeah, I guess if he's going to go this way, then Mistbane will keep up. And speaking of source upgrades, to get that morale die set to 0, I got to spend 4 of my 6 source, so I'm down to 2. And nothing else costs only 2 source, and I don't want to buy a cannon right now, so we'll stop there. And I'm first this time. The captain will rush out first, Mistbane behind. And then our birdie friends will do something very similar to last time, except now the Jousts move 3, so they'll catch up a lot better. Let's see. So you could go here or here. It's my choice because it doesn't really matter much. So the first Harry's going to get here next turn. So I don't want Tinbeard to be in range of getting attacked because they always prefer attacking heroes. So I'll go 1, 2 like that and have Mistbane right behind. And now's when things get dicey. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, oh, I guess these guys are equally advanced. Oh, you know, let's kind of mess up their tempo. Have the Joust go and then the Harrier. And then the other Joust. Well, you know what? I'm second-guessing my own idea here because that would definitely group them up in a way I'm not really liking. So let's have the Harrier go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the Joust. I mean, still not great, but at least they're not like all going to attack me at once. And the Harrier attacks before the lifeboat gets a chance. It loses its new range upgrade. But we get to attack them. I'd love to set up the captain for an easy Pistolier kill. So let's have the lifeboat attack the Harrier first. No, he just killed him in 1 shot. Stop doing that. Okay, and other one is just 1 damage. Okay, there we go. That guy's easy to finish off. All right, let's see. My turn now. So if Tinbeard goes here or here, he can finish off the Harrier. But then the Joust will definitely hit him. Although it will prefer to attack him instead of the lifeboat, so they won't get kind of the splash damage effect of the Fury Kick. Although if Tinbeard goes there to shoot the guy, he won't be able to go over and pick one of these up yet, but I guess that's okay. Let's go 1, 2, and yeah, he'll shoot the Harrier. So I think Pistolier, you flip and then lose an upgrade before the attack actually happens. So in this case, I think I'll get the upgrade and not have to lose it yet. I'm not sure about that. And unless you're a ranged hero like Keem was turned into by the mission, you can only get +1 attack, or fortifications that just act like extra health. So I'll give him +1 attack. So now he's 3 attack. That is great. Oh, wait, hold on. I don't want him to be here, because then both the Jousts can attack him. So let's have him be here instead. And I'm definitely not moving Mistbane up, because remember, the Joust will switch position with Captain Tinbeard, which means Mistbane would get caught in the crossfire. All right, back to them. So the Joust will go 1, 2, 3, trying to get as far as he can. And this guy will go 1, 2, 3, and unfortunately, I guess, well, you know what? He could go 1, 2, 3, and they're both equally close to my place. So you can give them bad AI choices to, in this case, maximize my towers not getting hurt. And he does have Fury Kick, so he attacks Tinbeard before he can attack him. Oh, crud! Tinbeard's going to get switched there, and then I think the other Joust will hit him. Oh, man. Hope he doesn't die. Okay, so he takes 2 damage from that Joust. And he does retaliate for 3, but you can only retaliate once per turn. So the other Joust just hits him for 2, and he gets to do nothing back. The other Joust also jumps forward. Yikes. Well, let's not forget my Spire shooting now. Now, this Joust is already an easy target for, like, Mistbane to kill, so let's have both of them shoot at the other Joust. Okay, so the Air Clipper and the Lifeboat, I'm just going to roll them both at once. Oh my gosh, what is up with my 2s? I wanted to kill that guy for a level up, dang it. Well, ain't that interesting. Well, alright, I guess these things will have to wait. Mistbane can't level up, and when he flips, because he can't level up, he just gets a Pistolier skill. So I'd much rather have Captain Tinbeard attack again and go up to 4 damage. That seems awesome. So sure, he'll come over here, blast this guy. And there is no retaliation if a unit is defeated, so I'll get 2 more swords. I'm up to 8, by the way. And Tinbeard gets a 2nd attack upgrade, which is the max he can have right now, but he has 4 attack. And because of the morale keyword, I'm getting 1 point of morale, so I could spend that for an extra CP next round. But once again, the wave ends immediately. Oh, this is not great at all. Well, I figure Tinbeard can help to defend a little bit, maybe grab 2 of these and take the lifeboat out before it is destroyed next round. But yeah, we only have 2 waves left, and the way things are going, I'm not sure how many of these objectives we're going to complete. But we'll have a ton of units this next time, and the captain's still out. That'll be nice. All right, let's start with our event. And, oh, that means I get a cannonball, and their fortress gains no health. That's awesome. For the build phase, I'll be boring. I want this lifeboat to survive for the captain to take it back with his loot, so we'll add 1 there. And by the way, I was just realizing I could have put a Swabby in that last wave and kind of extremely slow-played them, and that would have given me a ton of extra turns with my heroes. I'll try to do that this time. All right, now this next wave, they're going to have several flying units I don't want to deal with. So I think I'm going to do 1 Swabby. I could do more because they are free. A gunner with ranged attack and a glider with ranged attack, although he's just going to charge forward and probably get killed really quickly. Yeah, let's see. I think 1 Swabby is enough. I can put him on top of the gunner, and then when he gets killed, he'll upgrade her, and she'll suddenly have 3 range instead of 2 and 3 life. Or maybe I don't want them grouped together, because I want her to be, like, right in the front. So he can lead the charge. I can put this guy at the bottom and her kind of in the middle. Actually, I think I'm going to get some upgrades. This might be kind of dumb. But I can get stowaways and promotion, each for 3. This will let me get my Swabbies back for only 1 source instead of 2 when they die. And promotion means they can come out promoted, which means they have the emboldened keyword, so not only can they level somebody up, but they can let them attack immediately for free. And that doesn't even count as their attack for the turn. Huh. Although, on the other hand, maybe I should just buy a ton of cannonballs. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to buy all the cannonballs I can afford. That'll leave me with 2 swords, enough to save my Swabby. And if I can get the captain, I guess, back to this lifeboat instead of the other one, he can get it out of the way, and I can just start hammering that really important spire and then their gate eventually. All right, here we go. Oh, and I didn't show you what had me so worried for this wave. The Hummingers are new units that are coming out. They let these little elfin Kazis roost, and these guys will charge out from them. They, like, basically ride on them and blow up my heroes and stuff, doing, like, big splash damage everywhere. And then here's the real give me a break moment. This Royal Talon has 5 health, 3 attack, and is flying, which means you can't even attack him. You can still retaliate unless you have anti-air, like the units I picked. So this will be tough. And by the way, I just talked to Shannon from Chip Theory Games. She's amazing. She did inform me that you do the entire attack from Pistolier, and then you flip and lose the upgrades. So the first time Captain Tinbeard Pistolier, he would not have gotten an attack upgrade, so he'd only have 1 right now, 3 attack value. And I'm also realizing the nasty turn of events, they do not have anti-air. They don't have air defense. So even though they have a pistol, I guess the birds are flying too high for them to shoot with it. And all right, here we go. The Elfin Kazis, again, just ride on the Hummingers. And they're grouped together. So there's one underneath the first one. When he dies, only then will that guy pop up. They have 2 movements. So they'll just go 1, 2. And the Joust will go 1, 2, 3. The other Joust, I guess, will move as far as he can. And the Royal Talon has flying, so he can go through any terrain, but here it doesn't really matter. Man, that is a load of nasty coming my way. Okay, Swabbies, I want you to be in front. And then the Gunner can be right here, I guess. And the Glider, remember, needs to go as far as it can, and it's got flying, so it can just go over everything. And let's see, I think I want Mistbane to grab 2 of these things, but maybe Tinbeard will only grab 1. Mistbane can take the lifeboat, and Tinbeard can go back and try to get the other one. Sure. Okay, so Tinbeard will go here and grab 1 of these, and Mistbane will go here and become incredibly slowed down. There's only 1 left. Does that make sense? I guess it does. Alright, these guys are equally far forward, so I'll let the Joust kind of have their lead and rush ahead so that they outpace the Hummingers and get shot separately. And the Royal Talon and the other Joust can't really go much of anywhere. Ooh, you know what I just realized? I can, I can use my Glider to kind of cheat a little bit of extra movement for my Captain. Because how it works is if your heroes are blocking your own unit's full movement, they'll displace them, which means switch hexes with them, which will kind of fast-track my heroes away. So let's have the Captain go first, and he'll go here. He can only move up to 2. Mistbane can only move 1, and he can't even go through forest, so he's stuck. But then the Glider has to go boom, 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 and he switches with my friend here. And then I think I'll have the Swabian Gunner go a little bit slower. But yeah, I didn't even think of this before. This should let the Captain get back way faster, although he's already faster. I guess maybe I should have done that with Mistbane. Oh man, is my Glider really there for the Joust to come and kill? Yeah, of course he is. Okay, so he didn't do very much, did he? Alright, so the Joust moves in there, and then the Hummingers come in here. And Elfin Kazis will only move off if they can get to a hero, or if the person that's holding them is dead. These guys have 2 roosts, which means they could move up to 2 spaces, but they're not going to move off on their own very often. And then these guys are kind of equal again. And the Royal Talon can't use his superior maneuverability. Oh wait, silly me. The Joust actually can't attack the Glider because it's flying. So it'll attack the lifeboat. And, yeah, I know this is a little weird. I think Fury Kick says it deals damage to all opposing units, and flying only helps you from being attacked, not being dealt damage. So I think it still kills the Glider. What a waste of points. Alright, now both my Spires will shoot at this guy. I wish they could get the Elfin Kazi, but he's not in range yet. 3 damage. Not bad. He's down to 1 life. And alrighty. Back to me. Oh my gosh. Okay, I want the Swabby in front, so he'll displace the Captain. She has to displace the Captain as well. I mean, I wanted him to fight, though, but it seems like these guys are going to run over my Spires pretty easily. I'll have Mistbane move up, finish off the Joust. He does level up, although all he's got is his pistol skill. Is that good? The Elfin Kazi is going to blow him up, right? But I think that might be the only thing that attacks him. I don't know. All right, and then... Oh, man, I think it's going to be terrible. So the Humminger moves 2. He goes right here. And then I believe the Elfin Kazi immediately moves, and he wants to get adjacent to a hero, so he's not going to hit everybody else. But he will do a glide bomb and blow up Mistbane, leave him with only 1 life left, and the Humminger will finish him off. Dang it. Now let's see, we can have the Royal Talon go first, and then the Joust will actually displace him, which I don't mind, because put that guy further away. Or, wait, actually, no, you know what, I'd rather have the Joust go first and then the Royal Talon so we can shoot at him. Alright, so the Joust attacks, I can have him attack either the lifeboat or the air clipper. I'd rather him get the air clipper as fortification. And let's see, I could try to blow up the Humminger with both my towers, but the other one would still kill Mistbane. So let's definitely have the air clipper shoot at the Royal Talon. He's kind of my biggest concern, and he has air defense. Okay, only 1 damage. And then I guess the lifeboat will shoot at the Joust, and then Captain Tinbeard can shoot at him maybe with his pistol. I'm not sure. Okay, 1 damage, so he's down to 3. Then the attack, they don't prefer anything more than a hero, so Mistbane is killed for good. I guess these are just left there for people to pick up. And that'll be it. Oh my gosh, this is bad. Alright, so yeah, this should be an interesting turn. The Swabby has to move onto the Refractor, because if he moved 2, he wouldn't have actually made progress, so he has to cut his move short. And the Gunner, of course, has to move here. And Treebeard, I think, is actually in a good place. He can, like, Pistolier for a while. I know he'll lose his upgrades, but that'll at least help him to put some pressure on these guys. Or actually, maybe he comes down and hits the Humdinger. He would kill him straight up. The other one would appear. He would get a bird on top of his head. But then the gunner could kill the bird. That might be worth doing. Yeah, okay, let's try it. So I'll have Tinbeard move now, and he will attack first. So he's 3 attack, which kills the Humdinger entirely, gets us 2 more source. And when units are grouped and the top one is killed, the other one immediately comes out with full health, and in this case also puts the Elfinkazi on top. And we fully resolve everything. Tinbeard gets his second attack upgrade, but then he flips and loses it, so he's down to 2 attack now. And we'll try it out. The gunner's going to shoot the Elfinkazi down. And they're actually worth source. I so rarely killed them, I didn't even realize. Then the Swabby has to attack the Humdinger. He can't choose not to, so he is dead. I am going to spend 2 source to keep him in my reserve. And I get to immediately level up the gunner, so she gets an extra life, and she has more range now. Alright, let's see how this goes. So the Humdinger is going to go first. He'll run up to hit the gunner, but won't kill her. That's great, now that she has more life. And then let's see, I guess I can move the Joust or the Royal Talon. I guess it doesn't matter too much. Either way, they're not going to quite finish off the towers they're going after, so... yeah, the Joust can go here, I guess. And then I believe the Royal Talon, since it can't technically make progress, I can choose to do a lateral move. Oh, no, wait, hold on. It can make progress by going like that, which I guess is good for us. He's staying back. Now the gunner can shoot him with her air attack. All right, so the Joust does the quick strike, takes away the range, so the lifeboat can only hit 1 away now. Maybe I want to have Tinbeard jump on that before it goes away. So let's have the lifeboat shoot the Humdinger, 1 damage, and the gunner will kill him with her retaliation. Oh, or 2 is fine, too. And then the air clipper will shoot the Joust. And do 1, okay. So he's only got 2. Tinbeard could kill him with a pistol shot. Yeah, this is looking good. This is looking good. Okay. So now the Humdinger attacks her for 2. She's got 1 life left. Thanks for the level up, Swabby. And then she hits him back for 2, so he is done. 4 more swords for us. Did I get 4 swords when I killed the last one? Gosh, I don't know. All right, it's back to us again, so the gunner will go here. Okay, if Tinbeard shoots his pistol at the Joust, he'll be dead. But then she'll have to shoot the Royal Talon. He'll have 2 life left, and he'll retaliate and kill her. And then Tinbeard will be, like, right in his way. So if I leave Tinbeard here to kill the Joust, then, yeah, the Royal Talon will kill me. Unless Tinbeard gets a life for his upgrade instead. And then I think his retaliation will kill the Royal Talon. That could work. Oh, by the way, I should have gotten a morale from when I killed the other guy. They'll give me more CPs for the final battle. Or actually, I could just, like, run away? Let this guy kind of deal with some of my towers. Maybe get back to the lifeboat up ahead that I wanted to run into. Yeah, you know what? I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'll have the gunner kill the Joust, I guess. And that way the Royal Talon will slow down. I should be able to do everything I need to with Tinbeard. Alright, let's just try it. So the Joust is dead. Alright, and then the Royal Talon on his turn will go like that, not be in range of anybody, and kill my gunner. And you know what, this is something I haven't talked about, but in each Onslaught wave, you can do up to 2 limited builds that let you either put a spire down or upgrade a spire. So I'm going to actually spend 2 source to put a fortification under this lifeboat, just to save it for the moment, because that way I can use it to, like, maybe if I get my other hero, have them grab these 2 things and jump on it real quick next wave. And let's see, I should be good against the Royal Talon, right? He'll move here, hit the lifeboat, the air clipper will shoot him. He'll move here, hit the air clipper, but it will shoot him back. Yeah, I mean, I think we'll be able to kill him without Tinbeard worried about it. So he'll keep going for that lifeboat. Alright, the Royal Talon moves here. I can pick who he fights since they're equally relevant. Oh, we should have gotten 1 hit. Oh, only 1 damage. Okay, he'll probably hit my stronghold at least once. Alright, Tinbeard's not going to wait around to get killed, so he'll go ahead and grab the lifeboat, and he goes back with our second of 5. That's not enough. But he'll be fully healed and still with his attack upgrade next time. And meanwhile, our birdie friend, we could have him go here or here. Clearly we want him to get hit by both of these. Oh, and he will hit the fortification away. And 1 damage to him. Okay. Oh, and actually, you know what? I wanted to fire a cannon at the end of the turn, because you can do it at the start or end once the tower had been cleared. So let's go ahead and say we fire a cannon then. Then we can do it at the start and end of our next turn as well, I think. Now, we don't have any units left. I don't know if I actually technically get a turn, but we'll say I do. Now, let's see. First, I want to get the range upgrade from the tower gone. 1 damage will do that. All right, but now assuming I can do a start and end shot, I'm going to use 2 cannons and both shoot at Keem and just try to rip him apart entirely. 1. And then the Royal Talon comes in. He hits us for 3. We're down to 7. But we do 1 damage in retaliation automatically whenever somebody hits your base. And then I'm going to use my last 2 cannons. I'll buy up some more and shoot at Keem again. All right, come on, come on. Okay, 2 more. So he's down to 2 life, which is good because I do want to blow up the Spire before him. Because if I blow up him, then the Spire will immediately get the Elfin Kazi it would have had normally, and I don't want that. And the Royal Talon knocks me down to 4 life, but he's defeated. I get 4 source. I'm up to 14. Jeez. And whenever your fortress kills an enemy, you also get the morale die. So now I have 3 extra CP to spend, but I have no cannons. I'll buy a bunch more in a second. And that's it. We're going into the final wave. And as you might imagine, they're going to be nasty. We've got a Wind Rush Carrier that has the assault capability. Whenever they attack a Spire, they just destroy a chip for free, carrying an upgraded Joust. Then 2 more Hummingers with their little exploding birdies. Lovely. And then group together a Joust and a Harrier and another Harrier, all upgraded. Awesome. And then just that insult to injury, a upgraded Royal Talon with 6 life and 4 attack. God. As for me, I've got 11 CP, but I'm going to use all this morale and bring it up to 14. I'll spend 4 of that on my last leader. I think I'll need them. 2 attack will help them destroy our last Spires if we're worried that the enemy won't do it for us. We're bringing along all 3 Swabbies for free, and I might try to upgrade their building if I still have enough to buy cannonballs with that. And I think maybe 2 Gunners for all of their ranged units. And then maybe my Glider again, but this time like group it with a Swabby on top so it doesn't go so fast. You know, I guess I'm not going to upgrade my Swabbies. Instead, I'll spend 10 to get all 5 cannons back. I'll shoot them a lot. And then for my last 4 source, I don't know. I think I might make my Air Clipper, my other Air Clipper, both have fortifications to maybe keep them alive while they shoot at the air people. I don't know. All right, here's my plan. I'm going to have 1 Swabby over the Glider to slow him down. Have the other 2 Swabbies running ahead to kind of gum things up. And then my Gunners at the back, the Swabbies can upgrade them to have 3 range, and hopefully they'll get a lot of plinks on the guys as the Swabbies die. We'll see. All right, this time I'm first. I'm going to have my Captain run out and, let's see, I guess Track's tail as well. Although maybe he could just hang out here because he's just going to get displaced anyway. So 1 Swabby there and 1 Swabby there. And this one has to be here, and the Gunners can't even come out yet. They'll just have to hang out for their turn. Oh, you know, I forgot to roll. Oh, an extra cannon? Dang it. I guess I should have bought 1 less. Oh, well. Speaking of cannons, let's go ahead and shoot a shot. We just got to save at least 1 or 2 for the fortress to try to get that super win. So I'll shoot at the Spire this time. 2 will take it down entirely. That's 1. All right, and here comes a lot of people. The Wind Rush, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the Hummingers with their Elfin Kazi. I think they're just 2 move, right? Yep. Okay, and the Joust will go 1, 2, 3. And the Royal Talon will, 1, 2, 3, whatever. All right, at the start of my turn, I'll shoot another cannon at the Spire. Boom. So it is gone. Keem's by themselves, and that's 4 more source for me to upgrade my towers with, I guess. Wait, that reminds me. I get a free upgrade every build. So let's say that I put, before the fortification that I paid for, a range, so this one can shoot at 3. That should help out some. Let's see, Timbeard, do I want you to pick up both of these? No, I'd rather have the other hero jump on the lifeboat. So let's have Timbeard go 1, 2, 3, and he'll plan to get the last one down there. Oh gosh, is the Wind Rush already going to get to him? That's okay, actually. Oh wait, but it's going to blow up the lifeboat with its assault ability. So let's see, it's my first limited build out of 2. I'll spend 4 of my 8 source, and I'll build 2 fortifications under the lifeboat just to keep it from being killed early. Although, gosh, keeping it alive seems crazy here. All right, the Swabbies. I don't want them to go too quickly, or do I? I don't know. And there's a 1 Gunner and the other. Oh my gosh, I'm just like leaving track scale to dry over there. Oh, and I definitely can't shoot a cannon right now, can I? Could I have shot a cannon last time? I wonder if I was blocking it before. Well, we won't worry about that now. All right, the Wind Rush is charging in. And then, let's see, we'll have the Hummingers slow things down, I think. Or no, do I want the Joust to run in? But he's got like 3 guys with him. Yeah, I guess I want them to kind of be more split up, so let's try this out and see how it goes. And the Royal Talon is harder to hold back now with 3 move. He's getting up in there. Okay, before we get to the epic Captain versus Windrush battle, we get both of our towers shooting at him. 3 damage. Ooh. So he's going to attack Captain Tinbeard for 1 damage. Units prefer heroes over spires, even though he could do way more damage to that guy. And Tinbeard, with his attack upgrade, fights him back and kills him. So the upgraded Joust appears, but does not attack this phase. And Tinbeard is back to 3 attack, 4 if he gets to flip. All right, let's see. If a Swabby runs up and Tinbeard gets out of the way, the Joust will hit the Swabby, which is actually okay with me because I want to upgrade my gunners faster. So maybe Tinbeard will come over here, grab the extra one of these, and then he could do a pistol shot on the Jouster and get him to definitely die from my Spires attacking. And then the Swabbies are all gonna come up, and the Gunners as well. I mean, they almost have a shot on him right now. So yeah, Tinbeard will shoot the Joust. He'll do 3 damage. He will flip to his 2 damage side, but lose an attack upgrade, so he's still at the same 3 damage. And I forgot to move up my Swashbuckler. Yay! And you know what? What the heck? I'm going to shoot a cannon at the Royal Talon at the end of my turn because he's pretty scary. Okay, 1 damage. I'll take it. I come around to them. The Joust will just come here to kill the Swabby. Then this Joust will attack the Lifeboat, I guess. And out of these 3... let's see. I guess we can have the Humminger go first just to kind of mess up the Royal Talon. And honestly, the Captain has enough health. I don't really care if a few of those Elfin Kazis blow him up. Alright, Joust attack before Lifeboat, so this one wants to kill the Swabby, but he does switch places with him first. And I'll let the Swabby go away forever, not a big deal, but I'll upgrade the closest gunner to have 3 health and 3 range. Oh crap, I just realized, with him doing Eager first and then Fury Kick, he actually kills the other Swabby, which honestly is not the worst thing in the world, because now I've got 2 gunners ready to shoot farther. But the Lifeboat gets hit for 2, so loses 1 of its fortifications. Alright, so after their attack, we do Spires, and... oh man. Yeah, I thought so. You know what I just realized? Lifeboats have no upgrade dots, which tells you how many upgrades you can put on them, which means you can't build any extras. Now, I wasn't cheating with the free upgrades. They say you can exceed maximums that I was getting like during the event phase of each round. But I could not have built these fortifications that kept it alive. All right, well, not really sure how to take that back, so we'll just roll with it. All right, so first of all, I just realized for the Air Clipper, with his extra 1 range, boom, he can shoot the Elfin Kazi. Please get a bullet. Yes! So that's 1 annoyance done. And then the Lifeboat. Do I want to hit this guy? Because that would then let the Captain finish him off if I get even 1 damage. And this guy, one of the gunners can shoot, so sure. Let's have the Lifeboat shoot the uninjured Joust. No! Oh, well. You know what? It'll still work out. Yeah, we'll have Captain Tinbeard move up to attack. And let's have him move twice, since he has one of the artifacts. And wait, did I have the Joust move with these? I feel like they were back there. Okay. Yeah, we can have the gunner move up, and the second gunner move up, and then finally Traxtail can get into things a little bit. So 1 gunner will kill this Joust, this one will injure this one, Tinbeard will finish him off and get his max attack upgrade. Oh wait, hold on, I forgot this guy had tons of people underneath, huh? Yeah, I forgot they had these Harriers here, but Tinbeard will take care of them pretty easily, so that should be fine. Alright, so then on their turn, the Harriers just hang out where they are. I guess the Humminger moves like that. Royal Talon goes like that. Yeah, looks like a lot of excellent things happening here. The Harrier will attack Captain Tinbeard with the Quick Strike before he can respond. So 2 damage, but he of course destroys him, so there's just 1 left. And I think the Lifeboat will shoot the Humminger for 1 damage, okay? But the Air Clipper is definitely going to shoot at the Royal Talon because he can. 1 damage, alright. And then the Humminger, we'd rather have him attack the Air Clipper, wouldn't we? There we go. That comes back to our turn. Let's see, the Gunner's going to displace Tinbeard. And the Royal Talon would kill him. So maybe he just runs backward too and lets the Talon get over there. Wish I could pistol that guy, but I can't. Although, actually, the Gunners together can kill him easily, so never mind, Tinbeard, don't run away. Actually, I think he'll pick up a second one of these, and he'll be the one to take the Lifeboat, and maybe Traxtail can run up and get the other one. Oh, wait, that would mean he wouldn't be able to attack, so... Yeah, he won't do that yet. He'll just stay here and kill the Harrier. Oh, wait, that's right. He has to get over here, or the Gunners will displace him, so she'll move up. And then we'll have him move up, and the Swabby with a guy. And Traxtail will be right there. And yeah, both Gunners are just going to blast the Royal Talon. You are done.
Tinbeard will kill this Harrier. And actually, you know what? With how things are going, let's not have Traxtail move up. I'll have him attack this tower because he has enough attack to do so. We need to blow these things up ourselves, it looks like. The AI certainly is not fighting us hard enough. All right, and their last mobile unit, the Humminger, moves up. And he'll get shot by both Spires for 2. Now, what works out super well for us is that was during the Spire attack phase, which means the Elfin-Kazi comes out, but he doesn't get to blow up because it has to be during movement. But he'll attack Tinbeard, and so will the Humminger. Well, let's just make it easy. We'll have the Humminger go first. He'll bring Tinbeard down to 2 life, but he gets killed, of course. And then the Elfin-Kazi also attacks him and does not get any retaliation. So he is down to 1 life, but they are not going to kill him. All right, now we're going to wrap things up, see which things we can complete. So, Tinbeard will just move out of the way and wait until this item is free. The Gunners will displace the Elfin-Kazi, and then we'll try to have them move not too quickly. And then, yeah, unfortunately their 3 range can't reach the Spire, but they will blow him up. Traxtail will keep on attacking our own towers. But there are way too many of them now. I guess we could have gotten Tinbeard in the mix and he would have been getting displaced too. I'm not sure of the exact spot, but yeah, I think he needs to be blowing these things up if he can too. Okay, they can't do anything, so it's our turn again. And we'll have 1 gunner go there, the other one, and the other one slowly behind him. Tinbeard, I think, is going to head back. He'll help destroy Spires on the way, but he'll bring his 1 item, and then Traxtail can run up and grab this. So he'll come up here first and just attack the Air Clipper. Meanwhile, the Minaret does have range to shoot at my gunner. And does 1 damage, But then they'll both combo blasted out of existence. And Keem, you are next. All right, in another turn. Oh, crud. I just realized when the Gunners kill Keem, I'm not going to be able to get away. So I won't have enough time to... Because that'll be the last unit and my people will be in campfire mode. Okay, so I'm definitely not getting the blues back. Darn it. Yeah, I mean, the only thing is we're 1 turn away for all of them, because Tinbeard can go here, 1 turn away from there. Traxtail can go here and pick them both up, 1 turn away from jumping on the lifeboat. Man. But, yeah, unless... Oh. Let's get a little tricky here. What if we reveal this, and then if that one doesn't work, we can reveal this and force him to fight other people. Ha. All right, so yeah, we'll reveal the swamp one first. That's usually easier. Grail Wasp, 2 life. That's not enough. Because the first gunner will kill them. Well, actually, you know what? They don't actually do anything until you attack them first. So we'll reveal this one. A Vision Stone. What does this do? Oh, it reveals all other landmarks. It's not going to help. It was such a good idea. Because, yeah, they attack the Grail Wasps and kill him. And then, why did I get him so weak? They kill Keem, and once again, yeah, my heroes are out of it. I hate to say it, but at this point, the only victory condition I can get is to destroy their fortress with a cannonball. I have 2 cannonballs left. They have 10 life. So I need to get my gunners to hurt it enough without blowing it up themselves, without blocking the shot to it. We'll try it out. Okay, so gunners are going 1, 2, 1, 2. We got this guy also. But they're going to get in the way is the problem. Well, she can shoot the Minaret's fortification away. And they're still not in range. Okay, they're about to be though. So 1, 2, and she has to go 1, 2, and then you can kind of slow play it a bit. And both Spires are shooting at her. 2 damage. She's barely alive. Let's see, what would be better? Should I shoot the fortress twice, bring it down to 6 life? Still not enough for my cannonballs to finish it off, and then they'll definitely be killed next round. Or should they gang up on one of the towers, blow it up entirely, and maybe have a better chance of staying alive? Now let's just go for the kill. Okay, so 6. They each take retaliation, so she's dead. She's down to 1. This is not great. Okay, another turn. We'll go 1, 2, I guess, and then 1, 2. So I can have them both try to fire at the Swabby first and hopefully hit him. Okay, so we'll have the Minaret Spire do it. 1, he is dead. We reveal the glider. That one's just faster and can transport somebody, so it doesn't really matter if we upgrade him. Ooh, we can have them shoot at the glider, right? Because they have a chance of killing. He only has 2 life, but they probably won't. There we go. Okay, so he's still alive to get an attack off. But he's also in the way. Because I have 2 cannonballs, and I can do an attack at the beginning, and I can do an attack at the end. Although, I guess I could have gotten 1 shot off, but I didn't know. Dang it! Yeah, so best I can do is, I think, 3 damage. They both get killed by retaliation, and I can shoot a final cannonball. And 1 damage. Oh my gosh. What a terrible showing. I mean, clearly lots of things I could have done better if I played this one again. These often work out to be a puzzle, but hopefully you still enjoyed watching it, seeing the new faction in action. And they do lots of other cool stuff. They can like actually move their fortress around in some scenarios. Neat things. But yeah, good gaming everyone. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next stop.